Welcome back. At the end of the previous part, we found the mine entrance and Estelle noticed some wind was blowing through the gate, but we didn't want to break the lock, so we've come back to town, to the village, to find the elder and hopefully get a key, and he's here at this grave. So this is where you are, Elder Eisen.
Oh, it's you young braces, is it?
Well, this is a rather extravagant grave for a small village like this, isn't it? I did notice it previously, yeah.
It was erected to mourn all those souls we lost 10 years ago. Since the Bose region is nearest to the Empire, it was in the thick of the fray, and this village lost a number of good people in the hostilities.
That's terrible.
There is no need for you to get somber too, though. These days, cleaning this monument is just one of my daily routines. And I guess you wouldn't have come up here if you didn't think there was something I could help you with, right?
Oh, right. There was something we wanted to talk to you about. But before that, would you mind if we paid our respects as well? I know we don't have any flowers to give, but we'd at least like to offer up a prayer.
Oh, I see. No, of course I don't mind. I'm sure all those looking down from above would be overjoyed by the gesture.
So you say there might be some clues in that old mine, huh?
I know for certain that the soldiers didn't check inside.
After I heard Louis's story, it really got me thinking. We'd like to check the place out, just in case. So would you mind lending us the key to the entrance?
The key for that padlock, huh? Give me a minute here.
She moved as well.
I'm sure I put it in this drawer. Oh, right, here it is. Okay, this should get you inside. Yeah.
Wow, this key looks ancient. Many thanks, Elder Eisen. This will really help a lot.
Don't mention it. We're always indebted to the Bracer Guild for their help. It's only natural that we would try and return the favor.
Thank you. If everyone we dealt with was cooperative as you, it would make our lives a lot easier. I'll be sure to let you know if we find anything.
I would appreciate that.
I speak to you then. When the mine was in use, the village enjoyed a period of economic growth. In fact, this place was so lively with the miners and merchants, you could have almost called it a small city instead of a town. However, following the war, this place became quite lonely. Oh. It's that sort of, again, I like our different perspectives. I'm speaking to the people who played Trails in the Sky first here. I like our different perspectives of how it's like, I have the Erebonian perspective in my head and you guys have the Liberl perspective. It's like, I like that. That's what I wanted from this experiment. It's like that kind of different dynamic and view things from a different light. Hope you managed to find what you're looking for in the mine. Please let me know if you find anything. So, let's head up to the mine then. Let's actually go look at that grave again. Oh, wrong way. Is that the right way? Could maybe have got through that gap, but I don't want to check. It's like now it's got flowers, so... Accepting calendar 1192, here rest the souls of 6 righteous people who lost their lives in the flames of war. Leif, Abel, Nicole, Wilhelm, Irina, and Misha. May you all find rest with the goddess. It's just that case of like...
Oh, Erebonia.
It's like we know now what was going on with Erebonia, like... Just the idea of like, there's this curse going around causing them to be a bit more aggressive. It's like... Yeah, I imagine that's all part of it. I imagine there's more going on than what I've been told in Cold Steel 3, obviously, but... It's still, like, I'd imagine the curse is a big part of what's going on here. It's probably a lot of what a lot of this stuff's about is this damn curse. I've gone completely the wrong way, even though I've been there before. Too busy speaking and not paying attention, that's essentially what's happening here. Well, I got my S-break ready for my S-craft. Well, you know what I mean on that. Right, so, I'm sort of just a bit somber about that situation. It's just like, Again, different opinions, different insights into that sort of thing at this point. The gate is secured with a heavy chain and padlock. Let's use the key we borrowed from the village elder. That was a noise. Just... There's one heavy gate. Let's have a look inside, shall we? I don't know about sky bandits, but I can definitely sense monsters in here. Everyone stay alert. Probably chests as well. One of every enemy. Don't waste anything if I don't have to, so let's do this. Ooh. Didn't expect that, obviously. We'll go this way. I'm obviously not sure which way I'm going in here. Ooh. Like a little lake. Pond. Bit of water? What would you call it? I don't know. Damn it, Joshua and stuff. Yes. Just wondering if I could even make it over there. Oh, hello, I didn't even see you there. God damn it! Jack Frost, that's all I can see at the moment. I was just like looking around my desk for something. It's like Jack Frost is right there, so... I might be going the... What? Is this where I came in? I don't even know where I am anymore. I think I did an entire circle of that entire lap. It's like, wait a minute. Is there no other way in there? Let's just... We'll take that as done then. It's like... Again, I may miss things. I already know I've missed a book, because people told me. Because I'm not too fussed on that, and it's like, we may miss things, we may miss a chest here and there, and all that type of stuff. It's fine. I try my hardest. That's what's important. I try my hardest to find all this stuff. And so I don't want to use a guide, because you know how I am with spoilers. It's like, yeah, best avoid that type of stuff. Get around you. Man, it's bright in here. In here? Huh? Isn't that the... Quiet, Estelle. Looks like we've hit the jackpot. Well, there we go then. And look who's here. Kyle. Forget about the heavy things and focus on the food provisions and valuables. And hurry it up, will ya? It's only a matter of time before someone finds this place. Where's that Kyle? Got a Kyle. Okay, Kyle, understood Kyle. What's an airliner doing in a place like this? Oh, come on, Estelle, this is what we're looking for. I guess that kid wasn't seeing things after all. This looks like an area that used to be used for strip mining. Certainly turned out to be a great place to hide something this size. Yeah, who would have thought to look here? Had to have another cough. Look at that. Aren't they loading the airliner cargo into their own ship? Let's worry about that later. We've got to figure out a way to bag these guys before they get away. So this is our third trip, huh? Man, Don can be a real slave driver sometimes. Don? Oh well. Once this is all taken care of, we'll be able to sit back and negotiate a nice fat ransom. Hold it right there. Who in the... The scorching flames of justice shall never fade away as long as evil thrives in this world. The League of Extraordinary Embraces has arrived. Huh? The League of... What? You bonehead. Why do you always get carried away like that? What's with you two? Now I look like a big fool saying all that stuff alone. You're the ones who Josette had a run-in back in Roland. This can't be right. You're not supposed to be here this early. Can't be right? We're not supposed to be here this early? What the heck are you talking about? In accordance with the laws of the Bracer Guild... Series are jumping around in my head. General Morgan is in on it. That's my suspicion. Just suddenly for light on that, like, wait a minute. Are they gonna try and blame the Bracer Guild for this? It's part of General Morgan's plan. Anyway, in accordance with the laws of the Bracer Guild, you are hereby under arrest and charged with the hijacking of an airliner and its passengers. Hope for your sakes you'll come along quietly. Now hold on just a minute. Are you trying to tell me that Maybe the three of you came here to arrest us? You see anyone else, bandit boy? So you're not involved with the others then, huh? And that simplifies things. Let's get them, boys! Where am I? Ooh, I wonder if these guys have poison, because people did point out I missed it. Yes, they do have poison, so I'd want to try and farm this if I can. Hopefully I do get a chance to. Right, so let's do this properly here. Shadow Spear. No, clock up. Clock up on you. And... could do that. I mean, it's 100 constituent member of the Kapu household swings a dagger with a poison-laced blade. We'll do that. And you're just gonna do... oh, you got poison because you got poison. Okay, so let's go with aerial because of the AoE aspect of it all. Alright, let's stay alive, people. Let's stay alive, yeah? Let's go with the rockfish skewer on yourself. Let's not take out the guy over there just yet. That was it? Alright. Okay, good. We're in a better position now. Okay, so aerial should be good to get 3 of them? Surely. Yes. Oh, he moved anyway for me, huh? How lovely. And let's do Hellgate. And let's do Stone Impact. I'll make sure these 2 go down. Oh, they're down anyway. And that just missed as a result, that's fine. Okay, let's go... I was gonna go crafts, but I used up my CP, didn't I? And you're vulnerable to all elements, really. Number 2 man of the Kuapua household, his smoke bombs are blinding, and he's quite agile. Oh, Shadow Spear. I wonder if we can get away with not healing, but it's that sort of case of like, yeah, what can you really do other than that? Try Petrify Beam. Might work. That case of like, you might die if you don't have anything. Let's go with boiled miso carp. Yes, that's it. I've come up with a new recipe. He wouldn't have died, he'd been fine. Normal attacks. What? You're not blind, are you? Are you really gonna take this long to die? Alright, firebolt then.
Seems you came up short.
Ha ha ha! I reloaded saves to get poison. Yes. Ah, you guys are tougher than I thought. It's no wonder Josette got beat by you 3. Sweet talk won't get you anywhere, buddy. It's time to surrender and let the passengers go. You really don't know anything, do you? What was it you called yourselves? League of Exceptionally Dim or something? Making fun of my awesome team name. You're dead. Look out. It's got a bomb. What is this? You gotta be kidding me. Another smoke screen? I don't know how we saw. Maybe it's these goggles. It's too bad the rest of the too bad about the rest of the cargo, but we'll just have to live without it. Later, braces. Ow, ow, ow. Some of it got in my eyes. Don't worry, it's not poisonous. Looks like it was a typical smoke canister. And their ship is already out of sight. It's getting really old. It's not once, but twice now that they've gotten away. I get demoted for this at the guild. There's not much I can say in my defense. Oh, Shara. Quit acting like it was all your fault. This is clearly part of a master plan by the general. We're responsible for letting them get away too. We've got time to kick ourselves over this, and there's got to be some other constructed things we can do. Oh, well. You sound like you should be the senior bracer. Well, at least we were able to take back the airliner, so how about we have a look? The passengers may be inside. Right. Let's have a little scout around first. Oh, can't change the direction. Don't have time to be looking around anywhere else. Right now, our first priority should be investigating the airliner. But what if there's chests? Or anything? I don't want to... I'm trying to stay away from it. Can I... I can turn there. Let me turn before. Like something hidden over here. Hello. Oh, we don't have time. Just like, wait a minute. Is this like a secret area? No, it's just can go behind it. Can't see behind it though. Is this one of those ones where it's like, it's got just a slight different angle? There's a lift there, but I can't get up. Okay, I don't think there's anything. Let's head inside. Wow, it's pretty bare in here. There's nothing... There's not a piece of cargo left. I thought they said there was. Evidently, the Sky Bandits managed to make off with all. At least judging by the looks of things. At any rate, we should do a thorough investigation of the place. Something I should check as well is now I've got poison. Oh, hello. Here's a lift car. Okay. Looks like the same type as those at the landing port. Sky Bandits probably use this to move the cargo. Keeping an eye on things ever since I was warned to look out for things earlier. So let's see. What is poison? Poison's air. Ooh, an earth one. Hello, okay. So, which would be better? It's all sort of the same type. So, petrify is going to be the issue here. It's just like, I like the idea of poison more. It's like we got petrify, so it's just like, Petrify makes it so they can't attack us, so it's like, yeah. What else can we have? The information, I do like the information, and I do like the eagle eye as well. It's just like, could get rid of that, but then I won't have any fire attacks, so it's like, ooh, it's tough, yeah, it's tough. So I just don't know. Oh, I got poison. I'm happy I got poison at least. Wonder what this is. It's the orbital engine control panel. Looks like the flow of orbital energy has completely stopped. What they would do is not moving. They wouldn't use it if they're not gonna use it. Hello. Looks like this is the captain's seat. If these were any other circumstances, I would love to sit here. Don't even think about it. Do it. Doesn't look like anyone's been in this chair for quite some time. Oh my. What was that? There was an exclamation there. Here's the steering wheel. Yep. Here's the steering wheel used to pilot the ship. Where the pilot could have gone. Steering wheel to control the rudders. There's a steering wheel to control the rudders? Rudders? You call them rudders? I suppose. It works. It works. Oh, there we go. It's bright in here. There's a lot of light shining into this place. Indeed. I imagine it would be the same for that stuff. Hello. This poor potted plant doesn't look like it's gonna make it. Bunch of plant murderers. It probably hasn't been watered for days. I'll water it! Plant is slightly wilted. Oh no! Rest in peace. I want F's down in the comments for the plant. Ooh. Guess there's nothing up here? I don't know. Go back in this way? Assuming that door is outside as well, so... There's no one here. Eh? We checked it over, but it looks like there's nobody inside. There's a high possibility the passengers were transferred to the Sky Bandits airship. And then to wherever their hideout is. Agreed. This sucks. Right when I thought we had some clues, we're back to zero. Come on, cheer up already. It's not like every clue has completely vanished. How do you think the Sky Bandits hid the airliner in a place like this? Huh? As far as I can tell, the orbital energy in the ship has completely stopped. Which means that orbital engine was stripped from the aircraft. Oh, I see. I know this because the orbital energy in an orbit gradually recharges over time. Ah, right, okay, I follow now, yes. Furthermore, the Sky Bandits made multiple trips to carry off a large amount of cargo. Considering the time and risk involved, don't you think it would have been more effective just to take the entire airliner to their hideout? Yeah, that does seem a little odd that they didn't. So why'd they hide the airliner here then? For you to find it. In order to be framed for stealing it, essentially. And hijacking. All I can think of is that they did it in order to sort the cargo, move the hostages aboard their own aircraft, steal the orbital engine, keep clear of the Royal Army's search party, ditch the Linde because their hideout is somewhere weird. I mean, I want that one and that one. It's like that, I don't feel... Probably, yeah, that as well, but no, that's not why. It's like, I'm gonna say keep clear of the search party? I feel like it's either the bottom two, based on what I feel is going with the story. It's like... It's the somewhere weird. It's like, that's the bit that's throwing me off on that one, so we'll go with this. It's true that the airliner is rather large and easily seen. And in that sense, it would seem highly likely that they would leave it in a different place than their hideout. However, that alone couldn't be considered a decisive reason. From my guess, I would imagine that their hideout is in a slightly peculiar place. Like I said, it's like those two made sense to me. Maybe 10 to 15 arge in size. In short, a peculiar place of which only a small aircraft like the Sky Bandits airship could land. Now, because I think they put it here because they don't want to be framed for it. You lot are going to get framed for it. Interesting. How about terrain covered with extreme differences in height, like mountains and ravines? That seems like a likely place for the Sky Bandits' hideout. Yes. That's what I've been thinking too. However, if that is the case, then we may be unable to do anything else. There's a possibility that the hideout may be in a place we can't reach by foot. Then, what can we do? Well, hate to say it, but we may have to share our conclusion with the army and ask for their cooperation. Because they're the ones with the patrol ships. What? Now you're trying to tell us we should go crawling back to the army and asking them for help? Either way, we still have to report to them about the airliner. Personally speaking, I still think we should cooperate with the army, whatever their attitude may be, especially if that means bringing the hostages back safe and sound. I guess you're right. This isn't the time or place to be letting my personal feelings get the best of me. For the time being, let's get back to the guild and report our findings to Liberl. We should be able to contact the Harken Gate if we use the orbital telephone. It is just that case of like... I feel like Estelle's more in line with my thinking of that sort of like... I don't like them sort of things. Like they're clearly the ones who are responsible for this. Well, surprise, surprise. Huh. What the heck? Great. Now this was something I did not expect. Yeah, I did. I wonder if we should be glad, since they've saved us the trouble of having to contact them. I don't think that's why they're here. We have found a suspicious armed group. Put your hands in the air, all of you. What's this world coming to? A woman and 2 kids are the Sky Bandits? The girl does look shifty. Hey, now, that's just rude. And who are you calling Sky Bandits? Can't you see this shiny emblem on my chest? The bracer emblem, huh? I hope you don't think for a moment something like that proves your innocence. Yeah, this is all you're doing, mate. General Morgan, why are you here? After looking over the reports of my men,
I found this place to have been insufficiently investigated, so I came to see for myself. Who would have thought that a lot of you were conspiring with the Sky Bandits? Might I get you to stop with the accusations, General? You happen to find this place one step ahead of your men. If that's the truth, then why don't you tell me where the Sky Bandits are? Are the hostages inside that airliner? We must have the Sky Bandits, but they managed to escape. And there are no hostages to be found here. Looks like the truth has come out. Most likely you notified the Sky Bandits to let them know we were coming. Wait a minute here. How about you cut the crap? My thoughts exactly. Alright, men. Take them into custody. Great. I can see another possibility as well, that it's like they are completely clueless and they were the ones who were meant to show up slightly later. There is that possibility as well. The General will be questioning you himself on the morrow. If your innocence is proven, then you will be released in 2 to 3 days. So for the time being, the cell will give you a place to cool your heels. This is not even funny. Tossing us in a place like this without even listening to a word we have to say. If the army managed to arrest the Sky Bandits, then I'm sure we'd have our names cleared. But with the way things are at the moment, that may not be possible. Huh? Why not? Remember what the Sky Bandit leader who fought in the old mine said, right? He said, this can't be right. You're not supposed to be here this early. If I remember correctly. Yes, that's what made all my things connect in my head. Now that you mention it, he did say that, didn't he? You're not trying to tell me that he meant the army by that, are you? I don't know for sure, but I would bet that's what he meant. Yeah, it's like that was the other possibility I was thinking. It's like, with the way the general was acting, it didn't feel like it fit with what I was saying. It was more, they were the ones who were meant to arrive later, like Joshua is saying now. Which means that Sky Bandits have a mole in the army, or a collaborator who is leaking information. That's what you wanted to say, isn't it, Joshua? Yeah. Well, if that's the case, they'll never get caught. Which means we were the only ones that stood a chance of nabbing them. But now we're stuck in here. Wonder how your father would get around this little setback. My. He's in the cell next to us, isn't he? Well, don't you all seem to be in a bit of a fix. Huh. Did you just say something, Joshua? No, I didn't say anything. It came from the cell next door. It almost sounds familiar. Oh, how could you say something so heartless? My illustrious voice should be recognizable to anyone. Could this unfounded self-confidence and tone of absurd narcissism belong to? It's you, isn't it, Olivier? You do remember my dulcet chords. To think that we'd meet again in a place like this. It seems that we are bound by destiny. Why are you here? I thought we took you to Bose. And now you're locked up in a place like this. What the heck did you do? Come now, let's not worry about all the little details, shall we? Have my reasons, which are deeper than the deepest ocean and higher than the highest peak. Definitely not asking now. I'm sure we just get tired while you torture our ears off. What a coincidence, Estelle. I was just thinking the same thing. So there you have it. We don't really care to know. You talk so much that I'd probably be an old woman by the time you were done, and I'm not ready for wrinkles yet. Come on now. Let's not be like that. I'll fill you in on all the details of the tragic incident which befell me. Didn't you listen, Tommy? We don't want to hear about it. It all began after we parted ways. I did some window shopping in the Bose market, and then moved on to the Antrodos restaurant. You see, once I had eaten to my heart's content, I began to play the grand piano to then feed my artistic soul. And upon doing so, the restaurant manager was overcome by my skill. Did I miss that? So I was asked to stay and work as the professional pianist for the restaurant. That's great and all, but I thought you were supposed to be a lutist. A musical genius is not limited to just one instrument. Anyway, back to my story. After negotiating a few of my own conditions, I accepted the job offer. Those conditions were, of course, food and wine for free every day instead of mirror. I don't know how to put it, but that's very you, Oliver. Go, Oliver, just make it simple for me. Olivier, but you know. Yet, I'm not sure how that has anything to do with you getting thrown in jail. Oh, well, this is where the real sob story begins. That night, I'd been enjoying a plate of sautéed duck I had the chef prepare. But the blood sauce which had been used was a little too overbearing for my palate. Consequently, I began to feel that normal red wine was not satisfying enough. The more you talk, the more I want to hit you. But go on, I'm curious in spite of knowing better. Well, so I borrowed a bottle of wine, which seemed good from the cellar. Something called Grand Chardonnay, Chardonnay, from the year 1183. Grand Chardonnay from the year 1183. That's the legendary vintage wine that was auctioned off in the royal city. Oh, aren't you well informed? I heard a rumor about it too, so of course I was interested in having a drink for myself. Auctioned off? How much are we talking about here? From what I heard, it went for somewhere in the neighborhood of 500,000 mirror. 500,000 mirror? For just one bottle? That's out of this world. And you didn't. Did you, Olivier? Such a needless question. Of course I opened the bottle and had a sip. Its sweet-smelling fragrance tickled my nostrils. Its luxurious, mellow taste caressed my throat. And can you believe what else? A rose-tinted vignette of time and space existed within that very bottle. I don't think I can listen to this any longer. Yeah, my ears are bleeding from listening to such stupidity. I'm completely dumbfounded. The sad thing is that after taking a sip of such excellent wine, I began to feel the food was lacking. And I was having the chef cook me up something else to match the wine. The restaurant manager returned. Since I am not a stingy fellow, I cordially invited him to join me for a drink. But for some odd reason, he got rather upset. In fact, he got to steaming mad that his face looked like a ripe tomato. And before I could say another word, a group of soldiers came filing in. And well, one thing led to another, and I can't say another word about this tragedy of being dragged all the way here without coming to tears. So let us all weep together as you sympathize with my dilemma. Idiot. Pardon? But do my ears deceive me? I could have sworn I heard a ZZZ and a ZZZZZ, and even an assuredly misheard idiot coming from your cell. Are you listening? This is where the story gets really interesting. You see, several further trials awaited me after I was brought here. Hello? Are you listening? I'm going to say no, and we'll end that part here, and we'll see you in the next part when we wake up.